You have the chance of going for the senior bowl. You don't have the chance of play, but you have all the week of training and have the chance of talk with coaches and different players. How do you think that experience like help you to show for the NFL other stuff that maybe wasn't on the field?
Oh yeah, certainly. I didn't get, you know what I'm saying. I didn't. I mean, we had a tough season last year, especially, you know what I'm saying, offensive wise, you know what I'm saying, and just as a collective whole. So I really didn't get to show, you know what I'm saying, my talents and you know what I'm saying, show my abilities as much without having that many opportunities. But being at the Senior Bowl, and everybody getting the same amount of same amount of reps in practice and being able to talk to the teams, I got to show everybody a different side of me, that they notice in there, but you know what I'm saying, they haven't seen it all together yet. So going against some of the top linebackers and playing against some of the top guys in college football, just notice, you know what I'm saying, notice a big, you know what I'm saying, a big difference, as far as, you know what I'm saying, what we used to been doing, training at, you know what I'm saying, you're training for your 40 and then you go into, I mean, competing against, you know what I'm saying, some of the best guys in college football. But talking to teams and meeting different guys was a big part. I'm appreciative for being selected. Like I said, on paper, I shouldn't have been there. But Coach Nagy, Jim Nagy, and his staff, you know what I'm saying, thought that I'd be a good fit for the Senior Bowl, and I went down there and showed what I could do.
Thank you. Good luck.
Appreciate it.
Just a reminder, if you have a question, put it in the queue. Chris?
Hey there, Chris. Obviously through your Michigan career, you had to battle through some adversity, and I'm curious now that you're sort of looking forward, and going towards the next level. What's the biggest thing that you're taking away from your experience at Michigan that you think is going to help you out the most at that next level?
Um, the playbook that we went through at the beginning of the year. I mean, the beginning of my career, the West Coast style, with Coach Pep and Coach Drevno and Coach Fish, being able to, you know what I'm saying, learn those plays and being able to that, because when I went to the Senior Bowl, we ran the same stuff, same names, maybe tweaked a little different, you know what I'm saying, but as far as the name wise, but being able to get that under my belt, and also just the high tempo practices and having NFL coaches around, being able to coach you, you know what I'm saying, and it's from preparation to all that stuff. So I think Michigan has prepared me well for what I got coming next.
Our next question is from Angelique.
Chris, you mentioned for the Senior Bowl that on paper you shouldn't have been there. Do you feel like did you have enough film going in there? Did you feel like you showed people enough from even 2018 what you could do? Did you feel like you had enough from last year? Did you feel utilized enough?
I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, when I say on paper, I'm talking about as far as 2020 stats. I think I had 75 yards rushing and 16 carries. Guys that were down there playing running back, they typically get that in a game. You know what I'm saying? So when I mean on paper, that's just my stats. But as far as, you know what I'm saying, my production beforehand, 2017, 2018, even when I was a freshman, I feel like that I put enough on film to be able to show what I got, and being able to, you know what I'm saying, play on a big stage, and tweak my hamstring on Thursday before, and decided not to participate in the game because I didn't feel like I was 100%, and I didn't want to mess it up anymore or anything like that, so they could jeopardize me going forward. But it was a great experience, and yeah.
Angelique, did you have a follow-up there? No, you're good. All right, our next question then is from Ryan.
Hey, Chris, what did you envision your role would be heading into the 2020 season?
I didn't envision any role. Coming back, being suspended. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got different dreams and goals and aspirations, but mine was just to get back and, you know what I'm saying, get comfortable with the players, get comfortable with the coaches. My goals was to learn the playbook and stuff like that, and just be used any way, you know what I'm saying, possible. That's out the backfield, if that's special teams. I ran down on kickoff multiple times in 2020. Yeah, I didn't have any expectation. I just wanted to, anything that came after me coming back after suspension, I was just looking at it as a blessing. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying a lot of people don't bounce back from this or even hit adversity like this and be able to get through it. So I just took it as a blessing, and anything that came my way, if it was 1 carry, 1,000,000 carries, whatever it was, I was going to take advantage of whatever opportunities that I got.
Next question is from Chris.
Yeah, so you guys, last year you really split up the reps between the running backs. I think there were 3 of you guys, between yourself, Corum, and Haskins. And I'm curious, as a running back, is that something that sort of throws you off track? I mean, in order for you to get into the flow of the game or to build some momentum, do you think that splitting the reps between 3 guys was something that hurts, or is it not that big of a deal as most people think from the outside looking in?
We had 4 guys. We had Charbonnet too, so it was
right. Correct. Thank you.
Yeah, so we having 4 guys. I mean, outside looking in, I mean, a lot of people could say a lot of things, but at the same time, we trust in our coaches that given the preparation at the beginning of the season, beginning of the year, Coach Jay told us that he felt like all of us could play and start. You know what I'm saying? So he just was gonna split the reps up evenly. You know what I'm saying? And we just respected it. We supported each other, you know what I'm saying, wanted to see each other do good. But as our offense was going, you know what I'm saying, we go 3 and out, and we go 3 and out a couple times in a row, and we're still in the rotation. You might get a carry at the beginning and then not get a carry to the 3rd quarter. So you just got to make sure you stay fresh, stay ready. I mean, of course, as a running back, it's not the ideal situation you want to be in just for everybody. But, you know what I'm saying, we respect our coaches and believe in them, and they believe in us, and we just do whatever they ask us to do.
Angelique.
Chris, you mentioned Jim Nagy, and before the Senior Bowl, when I talked to him, he said your story of perseverance really swayed him in a lot of ways. And I was wondering, how often does that come up in your conversations? Is that a focal point, and how is it addressed?
Yeah, I'm coming. I mean, the adversity that I went through in 2019. Pretty much at the Senior Bowl, when I talked to every team, all 32 teams, I pretty much had to explain it, explain the same story over and over again, and pretty much told them what I learned from it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It all can end. You know what I'm saying? In a snap of a finger, and everything that you do, you know what I'm saying, you gotta keep track that everybody's watching, and this is gonna be magnifying bigger of the position that we're in. But yeah, I just take it with a grain of salt and just keep pushing and moving on to the next phase of my life.
Hey, Chris, what do you think you could you take to an NFL team? What do you give them?
I'm a by any means type of guy. Anything that needs to be done, I'm gonna do it. Special teams, if they need me to hold the punt, hold the kick, or whatever they need me to do, I'll do. I like to laugh around with my teammates and say, like, hey, if the team that I'm on asks me to do something crazy, like go to the grocery store and get some groceries, like whatever, by any means necessary, whatever I'm gonna do, whatever I gotta do, I'm gonna do. So that's just the type of guy I am, and then I'm a team guy, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying, I'm confident in myself, and I believe in myself that I could do, if not better than, the same as anybody else can do. So.
Our next question is from Isaiah.
Chris, the lack of carries aside, was there any kind of difficulty that you felt that you faced going into 2020, just at least from having that year off? Was it difficult coming back? Did you feel like you had your legs under you immediately? Did it feel like it took a little bit of time for that to kind of get going?
When I came back, I'm a guy. I love the process. I love the hunt, as you could say. But as soon as I got back, I just trusted in the process, whatever was going on. We didn't get the spring ball because of COVID, and then we sat out because of COVID. And after sitting out a whole year, having sitting out of spring, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of tough as far as the position battles and stuff like that. We had to do that when the fall camp came around, then the season got canceled, then it came back. So it was just a lot of stuff going on. So yeah, but I felt good. I felt ready, and was ready for whatever came next.
Angelique.
Chris, are you doing everything in pro day, and what are some goals you have times and lengths and
I'm doing all the drills, but I'm not doing the 60 shuttle. My agent told me not to do it. But I got some goals in each event, like the broad, the vert, stuff like that, and you know what I mean, in the time stuff. But I think that and stuff like that, we just gotta control what we control. And I know one thing for sure and one thing for certain, that the clock is gonna start and the clock is gonna stop, and then it's on us to see, you know what I'm saying, the gap in between. So yeah.
Our next question is from Chris.
Yeah, so obviously, part of what makes college football so great is the atmosphere in the stadium. And I am curious, for you as a player, as you guys are going through the 2020 season, how much of an impact did the empty stadiums make? I mean, was that something you guys felt, or as the game, began, did it not really have an impact?
I think as far as the impact, as far as just for like smack talking instances, like, you know what I'm saying, when the other team starts talking, you know what I'm saying, talking smack, or we talk smack or something, like you can vividly hear it, like loudly, you know what I'm saying, you could say some stuff and kind of get, I mean, only that person can hear it because there's so many people yelling and stuff. But I think it's kind of more like a little scrimmage, as far as, you know what I'm saying, it's not the same. It's a different sleep. I'll give you that. It's a totally different sleep than waking up about to play in front of 110,000 rather than playing in front of 0 people. It's like you kind of the sleep before 110,000 is like, oh, like I gotta, you know what I'm saying? It's a little different. And then I don't know why, but that's just what it is. But it's still football.
Our last question for Chris here is from Aaron McMahon.
Chris, when you kind of digest the highs and the lows of your Michigan career, what do you think about?
Highs and lows. Highs. Highs when I feel good. And we had good team success. I feel like my highest was 2016. That was a great team to be a part of. Got to play against some top talent and got to be able to, you know what I mean, playing some big games, some really, really big games as a freshman. And lows, just, you know what I mean, just the low part is, you know what I'm saying, my 2019 year that I had to sit out and stuff like that. Lowest point of my life, I would say. So just coming back and then having it high, just being able to get back into the school and have the opportunity to graduate. You know what I'm saying? That's about it.